Disassembling the computer system. First, after detaching the power cable, remove the cover. The standard way of removing tower cases used to be to undo the screws on the back of the case, slide the cover back about an inch and leave it off. The screwdrivers as per the type of screw are required to do the task. Then, remove the memory module. Memory modules are mounted on the motherboard as the chips that can be damaged by manual force if applied improperly. Be careful and handle the chip only by the edges. SIMMS and DIMMS are removed in a different way. Next, remove the adapter cards. Make sure if the card has any cables or wires that might be attached and decide if it would be easier to remove them before or after you remove the card. Remove the screw, if any, that holds the card in place. Grab the card by its edges, front and back, and gently rock it. There can be possibly three types of drives present in your computer system: hard disk drive, CD or DVD Blu-ray drives, floppy disk drives. They usually have a power connector and a data cable attached from the device to a controller card or a connector on the motherboard. CD, DVD, or Blu-ray drive may have an analog cable connected to the sound card for direct audio output. The power may be attached using one of two connectors: a Molex connector or Berg connector for the drive. The Molex connector may require to be wiggled slightly from side to side and apply gentle pressure outwards. The Berg connector may just pull out, or it may have a small tab which has to be lifted with a screwdriver. Now, pull data cables off from the drive as well as motherboard connector. The hard disk drive and CD or DVD drives have two types of data cables: IDE and SATA cables. The IDE cables need better care while being removed, as it may cause the damage to drive connector pins. Gently wiggle the side cables and remove it. The SATA cables can be removed easily by pressing the tab and pulling the connector straight back. Now, remove the screws and slide the drive out of the back of the bin. Next, remove the power supply. The power supply is attached into the tower cabinet at the top back end of the tower. Make sure the power connector is detached from the switchboard. Start removing the power connector connected to motherboard, including CPU fan power connector, cabinet fan, the front panel of the cabinet power buttons, and all the remaining drives if not detached yet. Now, remove the screws of SMPS from the back of the cabinet, and the SMPS can be detached from the tower cabinet. And lastly, remove the motherboard. Before removing all the connectors from the motherboard, make sure you memorize the connectors for assembling the computer if required, as that may require connecting the connectors at its place. Remove the screws from the back of the motherboard and you will be able to detach it from the cabinet. Now, remove the CPU fan from the motherboard. The heatsink will be visible now, which can be removed by pulling the tab upward. Now, remove the CPU fan from the motherboard. The heatsink will be visible now, which can be removed by pulling the tab upward. Finally, the processor is visible now, which can be removed by the plastic tab, which can be pulled back once stretching it sidewise.